Howdy, it's Uncle Paul, and I'm about to drop Grumpy off back out on the trail. And guess what it's doing? What do you think about that, Grumpy?
I like the rain. This is where I should be.
I got up real early Sunday morning to meet Grumpy at Penn Mar Park. He had a bunch of extra food and an extra pair of shoes that he was carrying, and it was just too much weight. So I went to pick that up, as well as bring him some more batteries for his headlamp. On the way, I passed the park and I went up to an area called High Rock Ledges. They do hang gliding from that rock, and unfortunately it was horribly scarred with all kinds of graffiti. But it is a beautiful overlook. And then I went back down to the park to catch Grumpy.
I was sore for 4 days afterwards. I was thinking about there's Uncle Springer steps coming up the Springer steps.
Hey!
Like 700. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it.
Hey, look who's here. It's Uncle Paul. Hello, cool.
How y'all doing?
Doing all right. Good to see you, man.
How long you been here?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, perfect timing
5
then.
minutes. Yeah.
What's your name?
Just rolled in. I'm Chris Coney.
Okay, nice to meet you. Nice
Real
to meet
name Alpha Gal.
Alpha Gal. Okay. On the left is Chris Coney, and he had been hiking with Grumpy for a couple of days. He has subscribed to my channel and Grumpy's, and he has a channel, and I'm now subscribed to it, so it's nice to meet him. Another thru hiker there next to Grumpy is Big Toe, and a local and a hiker to the far right named Soggy. And I was still able to make it back for Bible class and worship. Well, I put it out on my 2 Facebook pages asking folks, which should I go to tomorrow? Either Washington, D.C. or the Shenandoah National Park. And I'm telling you, more people picked the park than I expected. Washington, D.C. just barely beat the national park, Shenandoah, just barely. But I tell you what, I have to go where my heart is, and right now my mind is all wrapped around still the Appalachian Trail, and so I'm going to go down to Shenandoah National Park. I know some of you think I'm crazy being this close also to Washington, D.C., but I do hope to one day hike the Appalachian Trail, which goes right through the park, and so that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. That's the plan, Lord willing. And I'm not going to go empty-handed. I decided to take a little bit of trail magic with me just in case I run into any hikers. You know, right now the long-distance hikers are just, there's hardly any of them. Very few have come through the ATC headquarters there in Harpers Ferry. But now I got some stuff that I'll set up a couple of places. I may put some out. I got a couple of coolers that I'll have some ice. I may set some out at a couple of different crossings and then come back and check on them on my way out. But I got some information from the volunteers at the ATC headquarters on where would be a good place, different places to do a little bit of trail magic. I didn't get much because I don't expect really to run into anybody. However, what I did get, if I don't use this stuff, this is all stuff that I can take home and my nephews and my family there would love to have, so it won't go to waste. And of course, I just got a little bit of water and some electrolytes right there. Got some sodas and Gatorade I'll ice down in a couple of different coolers, snack crackers, peanut butter, snack bars, some pudding, some caramel apple cookies. Those might be good for breakfast, I don't know. Some Idaho potatoes, you know, and some meat stuff. These, I don't know if anybody would want any of this stuff. They might not need it being there in the park. They might not need a resupply, but maybe it'll be a kind of a nice boost for them, something that will encourage them. Well, I just helped a young guy named Max. He's from New Zealand. He said he's just doing sections, but He's trying to hitch a ride maybe tomorrow out of the park. He's got to get to New Orleans sometime soon, and he's hitching there. So I don't know what his deal is. But anyway, he just needed water, so I was able to help him out. It is 11:45, and I'm set up at the Pinnacles picnic area here in Shenandoah National Park. Trail runs right through here, so I'm gonna just hang out for a while, see if anybody passes through. Well, it is Thursday, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been in touch with Grumpy today, and he's doing real good. He's doing real well. He's making good time. It's hot and humid, and I hope he's not pushing it too much, but he's nearly here. Okay, I am at the Weaverton Cliffs trailhead, and Grumpy is about 1.7 miles away. And I don't know if he'll want me to pick him up here or if he'll want to go into Harper's Ferry, but I'll find out. Well, I've been talking to Grumpy on the phone, and he's got 0.3 miles to the parking lot, but he's really struggling. It's been a hot one, so I'm going to hike up here a ways and see if I can't help him, encourage him, or maybe carry his pack for him. So, whew, thankfully, we're in a bunch of trees right now, and it's real shady.
There's Johnny Red now. Get out of here, Red.
Ah! That's the rebel yell. How you doing, man?
I was just up around that corner.
Okay, Grumpy, how far do you got today into Harper's Ferry?
Man, it's like 4 miles.
4 miles. Okay, so this is in essence slack packing.
The first time ever, and all the time I've ever hiked, is the first slack packing, and it's feeling already good.
It hadn't rained all morning. Grumpy's about to hit the trail here in Harper's Ferry, and we feel drops falling. I can't believe it.
I won't expect anything else.
This is just too much. All right, man, are you ready?
I don't know.
Didn't get any sleep hardly last night.
Crappy sleep. I might make it down to the bottom of the Blue Trail, hang up in the trees there, and spend the day.
All right, man. Well, I've had a good time.
I have
and
too.
So I enjoyed hiking with you. So take care, Yank.
All right, Reb. When are we going to see each other again?
I don't know. I'm going to have to come up to Pittsburgh, and you have to show me the French and Indian sites.
There's plenty of it around Pittsburgh.
All right. Okay, well, I dropped off Grumpy this morning real close to the ATC headquarters on the Blue Blaze. He's back on the trail, and I have delivered a resupply package for him that Gucci Girl sent to him there at Charlestown. I drove it down to the Bears Den Hostel. He should be there in a couple of days.
And now I've got my GPS set and I'm headed back to Texas. So Hurley, here I come.
Well, good Sunday morning, and it's pretty early. The room doesn't have a coffee pot, this motel room, so I don't have my coffee yet. But I'm somewhere between Nashville and Memphis, Tennessee. And I'm up very early because I'm going to try to make it to Fort Worth to my brother's house so I can go with him to evening worship tonight. So Grumpy, see, it's Central Time. Grumpy is on Eastern Time, so he's probably already up and making his coffee wherever he camped last night. But I want to mention about Grumpy, you know, I really had a lot of fun with him. And, you know, he, as I said before in another video, he's the real deal. I mean, the trail was made for people like Grumpy, and I have no doubt that he'll make it, and he's in my prayers. And you know, if he goes slow and does not injure himself, injure that ankle, I have no doubt that he's going to make it. So I also wanted to mention Rankin, my friend Tony Rankin, and just how much help. I want to thank him so much because it was so much help to us, and he just bent over backwards and doing what he could for us and just providing the hospitality there in his home. And so I hadn't seen him in years, and we were able to catch up and do a lot of visiting. So thank you, Tony, for all your help. And you know, when I get home, I'll have more to say about this big adventure. And you know, I'm gonna talk some about my future plans that I've been thinking about, but I'm not going to, as I said before, make a date for hiking the trail. That's just gonna come when it comes. You know, I've got to concentrate on other things first. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers, all your encouragement, and I will see you next time.